Welcome to 3Ps on a Pod, the PSHA podcast where you get to hear from the current, past, and future presidents of the Pennsylvania Speech Language and Hearing Association. I am Nicole BIllak, the current president of PSHA.
Hi everyone, I'm Craig Coleman, President-elect of PSHA. On this podcast, we'll bring you conversations about the challenges and opportunities in our field, highlight important updates, and share ideas that help professionals stay informed, connected, and supported.
And I'm Erin Buckwater, past president of PSHA. We'll also be talking with colleagues, leaders, and experts from across the state and beyond to share insights, experiences, and practical information that matters to our community. Let's get started.
Hello, everyone. This is PSHA President Nicole BIllak, and welcome to episode 2 of PSHA's 3Ps on a Pod, touring our community. Today, I'm going to take you on a quick tour of our new site called the PSHA CommUnity. I'm going to show you how to get there, how to use it, and how to stay engaged as a member of PSHA. First thing you want to do is find our website. You can see I have our website open here, www.psha.org, PSHA.org. And this is our home screen here. So it's very important too that you are logged in. So the first thing you want to do, go ahead up to the very top and log in. And then you are going to want to go to the PSHA CommUnity, which you can find here in the quick links. After you are logged in, this is our PSHA homepage. Let me show you around a little bit. The first thing you want to do when you get here is you do want to take the tour. So the very first time you log in should take you on the tour automatically. If you ever want to go back and review and see where things are at, you can just click Get Started and it will walk you through the community page. Very first thing here you're going to notice is the news feed. The news feed is going to be specific for you and the groups that you belong to. So you can see I just loaded episode 1 of our PSHA podcast. This is the first thing here in the news feed. Things that people respond to or make comments on are going to be here within your news feed. You're only going to see things that are going to apply to you or things that you're subscribed to or subscribe to automatically. So this will differ for each person. So that's our news feed. At the very top here you're going to see this blue window. This is our dashboard, our main dashboard. Anytime you want to get back to this, you can just click dashboard here. So let's go to the first one, discussion boards. These are all going to be areas that you can choose to join, announcements and leadership updates and PSHA news and events. Those you're going to be automatically subscribed to. So anytime something gets added there by the leadership team, you will see this in your news feed. So don't worry about having to go in and manually subscribe to those. You can get those automatically. But everything else on here, you are going to want to subscribe to things that you want to stay engaged with. Community Corner is a great place for you to go in and ask questions. Hey, I can't get this to work on Community. Can we add a topic on this? Or can somebody help me with a technical question? Great place to go here. The open forum and networking. This is for you trying to get to know other people. This is really our networking area. Research highlights and interesting articles are shared here. We are going to start a topic for patient and client family education. We can share resources there. Putting information on our advocacy and awareness campaigns. We have a great place for student resources, good place for you to talk to other students and also share any kind of materials that you might want to with the group. Here's the second page as well. We have things for job postings, clinical supervision, clinical practice questions, and an area specifically for our life members. So when you first log in and you go from the dashboard to discussion boards, the first thing you'll want to do is see if there's anyone here that you would want to subscribe to. And subscribing to that, I will show you in a little bit, can be on a daily or weekly basis. So that'll just kind of give you updates as to what people are sharing there. And if you don't want to subscribe to it and you just want to log in every once in a while and kind of read up on things, you definitely don't have to. But what you will want to do, for example, if you'd like to get notified anytime something gets shared here in the parent or the patient, client, and family education area, all you would have to do is click on that and then hit subscribe. And that will make sure that you're notified anytime somebody adds something to this feed. Okay, and if you want to unsubscribe at any point, you can just go in and just click it again and it will unsubscribe you. So that means people can be posting things in there, but it's not necessarily going to send you a notification. So those are our discussion boards. Next up is groups. So you can see we have a group for leadership and governance for our PSHA board, and we also have a group for committees. These are going to be auto-subscribed, so you can't actually get yourself into a committee or a leadership group. You'll be able to see them here on this main page, but we have to auto-subscribe you through our main system, and I will kind of explain that here in a minute. But we also have clinical supervision. So if you're supervising an SLP or audiology student, this is a really good place to kind of put information and ask for help, things like that. We have some public groups that people can ask in the public, and we also have a group for students as well. So if you are interested in joining one of these groups, let me show you, for example, like the public group and the clinical supervision group. You can see that there are different topics here. So we have CFY mentorship, externship supervisors, on-campus clinic supervision, supervision ethics and challenges. So you can actually kind of go into those groups if you'd like to. And so what you can do then is click on those and say, oh, actually, you know what? I do want to kind of be a member for that one. And all you would do is hit join. And then anything that's shared here, you will get an update on. Otherwise, you aren't going to be getting updates. So this kind of just narrows down what your specialty is or where you would really be looking for resources. And then this allows that group of people who are on-campus clinical supervisors the opportunity to really share a lot of materials. You'll see, for example, here's for files, here's for events. If you want to have meetings, you can see the members who are in that group, and so on. So therefore, groups kind of just allow you to really make sure that you have the ability to not just talk and have a discussion, but also keep files and share things as well. Now, if you want to if you are actually in a committee, you'll see here are all of our committees. We have our task forces and every committee that we have. If you are signed up for a committee, you are automatically added to these. If you're looking at one of these committees and thinking, actually, I'd really like to be part of this committee, you can just click the link and it will give you a form that you can fill out to join the committee. Once you fill out the form, it'll automatically put you into that committee. So that's how you join a committee if you aren't already subscribed to one. And you can see this green button will do exactly the same thing. It'll bring up the form for you to choose which committee you'd like to belong to. Okay, so then moving on to directories up here, here's where we can browse our members. Anytime you want to do a search for someone, you can search by their last name. You can search by the organization. They work somewhere. You can look and see, okay, I need to know school-based SLPs. And it can even narrow it down by city. You can put in Harrisburg and hit search. And so this is a great way for you to be able to make referrals and talk to other people. You can even look at specialties and things like that. So if you are looking to make a referral, particularly in a specific setting or a particular region, this is a great way to do that. You also have organizations. And organizations are creating profiles now too. So who we have in here so far are our exhibitors for our convention. But you can actually, if you are a PSHA member, you can create an organization. So up here, you'll see interested in starting an organizational profile. You can click here and that will explain everything as to what you'd have to put in. We do have some pricing strategies for that. And we also offer a free organizational profile for anyone who's already a member of PSHA. So you can click here and find out. So if you want to start an organizational profile, that's how you'll do that. The next one is events, which is pretty self-explanatory. This is going to be your list of committee meetings. This is our convention coming up. We also kind of have things that are even a little further down here. You can see when all of these different activities and events are scheduled. We have our Hill Day. And this is also a great place for you to be able to share any events that you have coming up as well that you would like to invite others to. So if you have a CEU event, if you're having a mixer, you can feel free to just go up here and just click add event, and that will share with everyone. Next up, we have our socials. This is all of our social media accounts: Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. We also have a resource library that we're starting here. So we don't have anything in the library at this point because it's brand new. This is a great place for you to be able to share resources. So let's just go to articulation resources, for example. Here we have our beginning, and actually all you have to do is very easy. If you want to share something, you just click browse and you can find it and upload it, and then anyone can share that, download it on their own. Great time to be able to go in here and share things with your colleagues. So our Take Action Center is next. This actually will just take you back to our Take Action website that we have on our actual website. Our federal legislation and our state legislation, we have our things here where you can just click Take Action. So if you want to, anything that has Take Action is actually active right now. So if you want to go in and take action, for example, let's say on this one here, I can just click Take Action. I put my name and address in, and that's it. My letter's ready to go, and it will automatically send that to all of my legislators. You don't have to go in and pick each individual person, go into their individual website. You just put your name and address, and it will, from your address, know exactly who to send that to. And you have a letter ready to go. You can add a personalization. You can change anything in here. But within a couple clicks, you can send things to your legislators. Okay, so if I go back here to my dashboard, you'll see down here where it says Quick Access. Your PSHA community, you can edit your profile and subscriptions and view all of your messages here. So if you want to send something to someone individually, this is where your messages would be. Your discussions, my groups, my events, those are going to be things that you subscribe to. So if there were discussion boards that you hit subscribe on, this would be your shortcut to take you right to those. Same thing with groups. If you're in a committee or you've joined a group, these are the ones that you've joined, and any events that you've said that you're going to or are interested in would show up right here. This is our podcast. This is actually how you can get here very quickly. You just click on podcast and it'll take you to the PSHA podcast. So let's go back to editing our profile. This is really important to kind of do first. So you want to talk about you, your personal contact information. You share what information you're wanting to share. If you have a website or Facebook or LinkedIn, you can put any of that in there. You can go up here and change the picture, add a new cover photo, delete your photo, and an avatar. So this is the banner cover photo, and this is that the avatar for that. So profile photo would be this one, and the cover photo here. Okay, that's really important because that is what's going to be sharing in the directories up here. So make sure that you go in and fill in the information that you're wanting to share. And if you don't want to share it, don't put it in. So then the next thing we want to take care of is editing our subscriptions, because you may not want to get a daily digest for everything. Maybe the news feed, you just want to get that weekly. So that's all you would do here. So You would just go to News Digest and say, you know what, I actually just want to see the news from the Digest weekly. You just change it right there. If you don't want any alerts, you can click off. These are the ones, again, that you're auto-subscribed to: Community Corner, announcements, and leadership updates. If you don't want any of those alerts, click no. But keep in mind that we are going to be sharing really important information there, so I would not suggest doing that. Same thing with your groups, though. You can go in and turn off notifications on the groups, but the purpose of being in that group is so that you do get at least weekly updates on what's happening in all of the committees or groups. Here are some other things, some discussion boards that I'm subscribed to. I can just go in and unsubscribe right there. So if you want to subscribe, you have to go directly to the discussion board. And if you want to unsubscribe, you can do that right here. Okay, so that is pretty much everything on our community. It's important that you go in and update your profile and do that information. But it's a really great way for you to be able to stay engaged, ask questions, share resources, and kind of really get to know what's happening within PSHA. I hope that you find this very useful and helpful, and this really helps you stay engaged with other professionals. And that is it. Thank you very much for listening to episode 2 of our PSHA podcast. We'll see you next time.